tuned into Omega Radio, the station of the stars. And you stay locked in right here. Coming your way, it is Grow Your Life with your very own CEO of Verdant Live, Ofra, Gaito, and her special guest today. Stay locked in here and don't touch that dial. Don't go anywhere. Tune in and lock in on YouTube and Facebook at Omega Radio. You can view at verdantlife.com. Glory be to God. Stay locked in here. Coming your way.
Get ready to elevate your space with vibrant greenery like never before. Experience the thrill of receiving exotic houseplants delivered right to your doorstep or office, carefully packed with love to ensure they arrive safely. It's time to lavish attention on yourself and your loved ones by surrounding yourselves with the lush beauty of nature. For further information, visit verdantlife.com now to discover a world of botanical wonders waiting for you.
Secret life of
You're tuned in to Omega Radio with your host, Ofra Gaito, with Grow Your Life, the program that goes beyond houseplants and gardening. Good afternoon, everyone. We are with another session of Grow Your Life, and I have a very nice guest today, Ngozi Williams.
Hi. How are you today?
Fine, thank you. Ngozi has been a very good customer of ours at Verdant Life for quite a while now, and we're going to talk about how gardening can improve your mental health, and she's going to give her input in her impression about this issue. And she's a lovely person. She's full of life. She's one of the managers at Amazon in Miami in the fulfillment center. So yeah. She started loving to deal with plants about 5 years ago. And really, today we're going to cover how gardening can improve your mental health. And this is going to be part one of two different parts where we are talking to Ngozi and covering this subject. And we have magical events that happen every single day when we are in our garden. And it is definitely issue that can save many people's lives. Mental health gardening therapy can encourage people to recover from a wide range of situations. And our society tends to put a lot of focus on physical health. And in order to better describe exactly what mental health and why it is so crucial to our world today, we will cover different subjects. And first of all, we will start with the issue of what is mental health. And basically, it involves our emotions, our physiological, spiritual, and social well-beings. And it influences how we think, we perceive, we behave. Also, it helps us to define and manage stress in our life. And it helps us make decisions. So it is very critical issue to have right state of mind. And it is every step of our life, basically, from when you are a child up until when you are an adult, of course. So Ngozi is one of our customers at Verdant Life, where we sell plenty of plants all over the United States. And she happened to come to us, and with our first meeting, I fell in love with her. She's got just such a vibrant personality.
Thank you.
And she's very talkative and a very genuine person. So tell us a little bit about yourself and how you came to love plants.
Okay, well, I was living overseas. I was living in Spain for a while as an English teacher. And then when I moved back to the US, I was dealing with a little bit of anxiety, reacclimating not only back to the US way of living, but also like I was prior military, so reacclimating myself to being a civilian. It comes with a lot of anxiety, it comes with a lot of questions of did I do this right or did I not? And so I would go to the VA a lot and I would see them and we would talk about mental health and talk about how to deal with anxiety. And I wanted to find like the non-medicinal alternatives to it. And one of the coaches there was like, oh, maybe you should take up gardening. And I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever. You know, every plant that I've ever had, I've always killed. So I don't really know how that was going to work out for me. So I didn't. Then they started me on they told me to get like a little mini fairy pot is what they're called. They're like little pots of plants about this big and as your starter. And if you can make that grow and you can nurture it, then you can do it. And so weeks and weeks went by and I would water it and I would overlove it and I killed it a couple times, but I rebrought it back to life. It was quite the experience from start to finish. And then as I mastered the fairy pot, then I grew to the 2 inches and the 4 inches. And now I start to take on the little projects of propagation and taking a piece off of one plant to grow another one. And
I know that. We gave you one of these plants to propagate.
It just bloomed its first leaf today. So it was
cool.
like, I was really excited. I was leaving out the house and I was like, oh my God, yes, I was so excited. But I've grown to really love and cherish plants and then, it's actually become probably one of my most expensive habits. I used to be really big into sneakers and shoes and things. But this has become one of my more expensive habits. And I am okay with that. Yeah. Right? Like, I have to decide, do I want to eat out today or do I want that plant that I've been waiting for? Usually I tend to choose the plant that I've been waiting for and I use my money there. But I love it. It brings me so much joy. So much joy. Yeah.
I love hearing that because it definitely helps me and I know that it helps a lot of our customers. And I know you also joined us to one of our succulent workshops and preserved moss artwork. And
I actually, honestly, I used to live in Kentucky because that's where I was originally sent to for my job. And I launched a couple buildings out there. But when I would be over there, I built my own personal indoor jungle. My homeboy used to call it my nice little jungle of comfort. So anytime it was a good day, a bad day, raining, sunny, whatever, I would buy a plant. And I actually came across your company through Instagram while I was there to place an order. And I was like, oh, man. And so when I came back to Florida, I moved back here a couple months ago. When I came back, I was like, looking up the nearest plant shop to me for some odd reason. And then yours was at the top of the list. And I was like,
good.
They're here? And I drove as fast as I could over to your shop. And when I got there, the ambiance, the energy, the people that are there were so welcoming and so open and so warm. The air was pure. It was like a whole different world outside of what was going on outside. What was happening inside was so much more vibrant and pure and just lovely. And then obviously I ran around your store like a kid in a toy shop.
I remember.
Right? Touching everything, picking up everything. And you invited me to the preserved moss framework. And I went and I did it, which was an experience in itself. It was a humbling experience because as much of a perfectionist as I like to be, that was one of the most imperfectly perfect events that we've done. And it's hanging on my mom's wall in her living room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's there is different way to actually unwind and relax yourself. So definitely when you're dealing with mental health, part of dealing with it is working in the garden or having your plants at home and taking care. The actual nurturing is part of it, is very healthy. The actual touch of your fingers with the soil, making real feeling with earth and bringing you back to nature. And it basically releases happy hormones. When we go out and the levels of serotonin and dopamine increase, the hormones that makes us feel good, that makes us feel great. And so the level of cortisol is reduced, which is hormones that normally related to stress.
Right.
So dealing with the backyard, doing all sorts of work always helps. Coming to workshops with us at Verdant Lyfe here in Coral Spring always helps people. And we have actually some people that joined us several times for different workshops again and again and again. One of the ladies came twice to the succulent workshop. So they do enjoy it. Of course, we serve wine and cocktails and food.
Snacks.
So it's very relaxing atmosphere, and it helps people unwind and enjoy themselves and love what they do. And it includes mindfulness, creativity, gives you sense of responsibility when
Right.
you take care of plants. So it doesn't need to be only outside. It can be inside. Looking after a few plants inside your house definitely helps you. And it is a natural antidepressant.
Oh, for sure. If you walked onto my balcony, you would be in the happiest place ever, honestly.
Yeah.
I get up in the morning and I look at my plants and I'm like, hello, guys. How are you doing today? I have a couple that are falling over to the side. I'm like, aren't you dramatic? Okay. It's funny because at first you feel a little weird because you're talking to your plants, but then it becomes the most natural thing because it's like, oh, look at you guys. You guys are thriving. And the more positive, you find that with the creation of your jungles, whether it be indoor or outdoor, the power of words, right? And how a
Absolutely.
plant thrives as you're telling it positive things and feeding it positivity. It thrives, it flourishes. And it kind of makes you take a look at yourself and be like, you know what, there is power in the things that I say. So I need to be more conscious about how I treat myself or how I speak to myself. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, absolutely. and there is another small secret that we do before we leave our business, because it's full of plants and that energy and the greenhouse. We always leave the music on. We leave classic music on or relaxing music on, and plants are alive.
Yeah.
And so we believe that plants can hear the music and it is helping their growth. And at the same time, it helps you to relax. When you come back in the morning and the music is playing, you feel like you're coming back to heaven. It is such a pleasure. So if you keep nice music at home among your plants, it is relaxing for you, for your own health, and helps your plants to grow. So I definitely recommend that. Another issue with plants is that it helps to, many of the plants that we grow, you can use them for food. So if you grow different herbs in your garden, you can use them for cooking. Different herbs, chamomile helps
Yes.
you as a chamomile tea, which is very relaxing as well.
Helps you go to sleep.
So helps you to go to sleep. Very, very good. Thank you. And so from that sense, it helps you as well. So chamomile, cumin, green tea, all those things helps you, and definitely you can grow them yourself and use them with your cooking, and it is enjoyable to deal with. And so today we are actually touching on some of the points, and in our part 2, today is part 1, so part 2 next Friday, we're going to continue talking about how to promote good brain health. And we want to let you know that whenever you have any questions, always for any further information, you can go to verdantlyfe.com, VERD like dream, ANTLYFE.com, and send us any of your questions, any ideas, give us your response, and we welcome to hear back from you. And with our program, Grow Your Life, every Friday at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Time.
Yeah.
For For further information, visit verdantlife.com now to discover a world of botanical wonders waiting for you. And mark your calendars, because every Friday at 1:30 p.m. right on this station, Omega Radio, we are bringing you expert tips and tricks on how to truly grow your life. Get ready to elevate your space with vibrant greenery like never before. Experience the thrill of receiving exotic houseplants delivered right to your doorstep or office, carefully packed with love to ensure they arrive safely. It's time to lavish attention on yourself and your loved ones by surrounding yourselves with the lush beauty of nature. For further information, visit verdantlife.com now to discover a world of botanical wonders waiting for you.